The black limousine pulled up to the grand entrance of the Crown Regent Hotel, its glass doors gleaming like a promise of perfection. The man who stepped out looked unassuming, slightly rumpled blazer, no tie, and a quiet presence that drew no attention. His name was Daniel Cross, but no one in that hotel lobby knew that he owned the entire international chain of luxury resorts, including this one. Tonight, he wasn't here as the billionaire founder. He was undercover, determined to see how guests were really treated when no one was watching. Daniel wheeled in a modest overnight bag and approached the marble reception desk. Two staff members were chatting idly, their laughter sharp enough to slice through the elegant air. He cleared his throat softly. "Good evening," he said. "I have a reservation under." Before he could finish, the receptionist barely glanced up. "1 second," she muttered, eyes fixed on her phone. The second clerk rolled her eyes when he asked for assistance. Daniel waited, his calm masking the flicker of disappointment. Finally, the first clerk looked at the computer screen, her brow tightening. "We don't have a booking for you. And we're fully booked. You'll have to find somewhere else." Daniel offered the printed confirmation. She barely skimmed it before pushing it back. "This isn't valid. Try another hotel, next." The dismissal stung. He noticed a suited manager leaning against a column nearby, watching without concern. "Is there any way?" Daniel started, but the manager interrupted. "Sir, we don't have time for disputes. Please leave the premises." The words echoed louder than the tinkling piano in the corner. Other guests turned to watch as security approached. Daniel raised his hands gently, nodding. "Understood," he said quietly. As the cold night air wrapped around him outside the gleaming doors, a young bellhop hurried over. His name tag read Ethan. "Sir, I heard what happened. That's not right." The boy pressed a small card into Daniel's hand. "My uncle runs a small inn 2 blocks down. It's not fancy, but it's warm and honest. Tell him Ethan sent you." Daniel met the boy's earnest eyes. "Thank you," he said, his voice low with gratitude. 20 minutes later, the Crown Regent's top executives were summoned to the grand ballroom. Daniel had returned, this time flanked by 2 board members and his personal assistant, his presence now commanding the respect of every startled employee. Gasps rippled as recognition spread. "I am Daniel Cross," he said evenly, his voice carrying through the stunned silence, "and I own this hotel." The very manager who had ordered him out stepped back, color draining from his face. The receptionist fidgeted, her phone slipping from her grip. "I came here tonight as an ordinary guest," Daniel continued. "What I witnessed was not a lapse, it was a culture. Disrespect. Indifference. This is not what our brand stands for." He scanned the room, his gaze unflinching. "Effective immediately, the entire front desk and management team on duty tonight are relieved of their positions." A collective gasp filled the ballroom. The employees exchanged frantic glances, the reality sinking in. Daniel turned to Ethan, who stood nervously near the back, still in his bellhop uniform. "Ethan," he said, his tone softening, "your kindness was the only warmth I found tonight. From this moment, you're promoted to guest services supervisor. I want your spirit to guide the future of this hotel." The boy's eyes widened, shimmering with disbelief. Guests and staff alike began to clap, the sound swelling like an unexpected storm of approval. And for the first time that night, Daniel allowed himself a quiet smile.